Now we've got to discuss a number of things. And guess who is with me here? The last time I met him, it was at an event at the National Theatre. And that was where he sang a bit of the new song that he's been working on. And it's out now. Atiyah, don't call me for Epixode is in the building.
Bro.
You're welcome. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, it's good to see you again. I see you doing lots of stuff. You've been doing your graffiti, thing. Yeah. It's good. But I mean, let me just start the conversation on this bit. I know you're one of the artists that is really outspoken when it comes to some of the things happening in our society as we see now. Aren't you joining the demo?
I'd love to. I'd love to, but then if I have to be there for the people, then that's fine. But if it's politically driven, then I would think about going.
Oh, that's how you see it?
Yes, I think so. I think 80% of the people there need to know the reason why they are there. Get what I mean? Because I saw this thing on the internet, which I think one of the guys didn't even know what he was holding on. What's written on the sign?
On the placard.
Exactly. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll think about it. I'd rather maybe stay behind and push with my voice. You get what I mean? Just like I do with my music. I think that one also travels far.
Yeah, it travels, but I think the fans also sometimes, beyond the social media bit or the music bit, they want to see that, Epixode is on the ground or this person is on the ground, know that, they really mean what
I'd love
saying.
to. I would love to. That's what I'm saying. If it's actually to change the society, which is quite relating to social issues, that's fine.
Okay.
But if behind is politically driven, then no, I won't do that.
Okay. So that's just on the side because I know you're coming from a song. I remember that before you released that song, we were talking about it, you were like, that is going to be like the talking, a lot of people are going to be talking about
Exactly.
it.
And I'm proud that I'm the mouthpiece, which was used to channel that message, know, and it will definitely be here. So long as we still keep talking about Nkrumah, the song. So it's a timeless record, and I urge our artists sometimes to also go off our regular party things and sometimes focus on stuff like this.
Okay. Talking about timeless, as you just mentioned, I saw a post on Facebook about your newest song, Atiyah.
Yeah.
Describing it as a body of work that is going to stay on for a very long time.
Yes.
Just take us through the thought process, getting into Atiyah and putting that together.
Okay, so this is one of the songs that I didn't really plan. It's not the regular episode, having a concept and then trying to build a song out of it. I woke up one day, which I have a regular routine of playing, reggae and country music in the morning. And I heard this bass line by Barry's Hammonds.
Okay.
Whilst I was painting, so when I heard it, it was like, yo, no, I like it. So I actually looped that side. And then all I was hearing in my head, Atiyah don't go. So I just recorded that. I voice note that side to my producer. And he said like, yo, I like it. So I just drove to the studio quick and then we built the song. But the whole mindset of trying to bring the old school raga back was one key reason why I wanted to have a local dialect vibe with it. Okay. Because I want people to actually look back and appreciate the likes of Terry Bonchaka.
Okay.
Respect what legacy Samini has left. Because you can't deny the fact that he's one of the people who championed the local raga thing, which now we call dancehall.
Okay.
And then we have even gone beyond the normal thing. And then even back to doing local languages in our music, which I think back then people were just insulting him that, if he speak Patois and all those things. But then if you really, really, really understand some of these things, you would get to know that it takes a certain level of maturity to actually put these things together. So it's just me, feeling the vibe like, okay, now you're listening to a book back record and you're just waiting for the Ronnie Kuchi side to come.
Okay.
Hey, Mokobini, that vibe. But that's what I did with Atiyah. So after the production was in progress, I was writing the lyrics in the studio. So I voiced it that day. The only problem I was having while I was working on it is a guy trying to speak correct Chi.
Poetry. Okay.
You know,
I understand that.
that was the only.
So you looked for a tree teacher?
No, I had my family in the studio.
Okay.
I had Kwakwa. He's an artist.
Okay.
I had him in the studio. He helped me so much. I had the whole team was in the studio trying to build this together.
So they helped you out.
Exactly. So when I say something, say it like this, you know, and then after that we have to employ different musicians to come play live instruments in there.
Okay.
Yes, and then it goes on. But big up Gomez. Gomez actually worked on this, the whole production, you know, from trying to get the live recordings, instruments played live, to mixing, mastering. Yo, you know, yeah. But it's I love it.
Yeah, I
me.
love it too, and the reactions or the feedback from social media has been crazy about it. But how can we be about some Tia? They did like that. They like Tia.
So funny enough, all my guys know say that no my spec.
Oh,
you know, so
if your manager, you think?
I think so.
I
think so. That means spec. But it's just, you know, it's just me trying to tell the regular Ghanaian guy's story.
Okay.
You know, and then also wanted to play on a vibe like that. I don't think I've heard any Atiyah Donko in a song yet. So when it was, I only thought it was going to be funny and people can still relate, and that's what I'm getting. The reactions I'm getting from that is simply what I thought. You get me? Yeah, man.
Okay. We'll get back to the song, because I love the visual. Someone also talked about the fact that putting Lipstick Band on was a very good you know, one. You want to talk about it before I get into
Yes, so I've known Lipstick Band for some years now. Ruby, who happens to be their lead vocalist, has been with me like since I started this career. You get what I mean?
Okay.
She does almost all my BVs in the song, even Avatar.
Okay.
Ruby's voice was in Avatar till Wahala Day to everything. So, and most of the Wednesdays I just go watch them play at 223. So, after working on the song, we wanted to have different renditions of it, live renditions of it, and then we wanted to also employ different bands to play. So it becomes like a band song where you know bands can just play it around. Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, let's change the narrative. Let's use Lipstick Band. Let's see what they can do. They're not really like a strong reggae dancehall band, so why not? We're going to have little difficulties, but we're going to teach them how to do one drop, how to do mix me and all those things. And it was smooth. So we went to the studio. We just booked the studio. We did rehearsals for a few minutes, and then we recorded it.
How's it working with them? I've seen them perform right here at Original TV. And, you know, it's just amazing seeing an all ladies band. How did they feel about it? And also, how did you feel about it?
I think from the onset, when they heard the first line of the song, like, oh, wow, we like this. And then they were just funny about the lyrics and everything. But it wasn't really, because they are professionals.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't really a tough thing for me to show them that, okay, this, all we did was we did arrangements. And then I opened it up that, guys, I want you guys to own the song. So you can add whatever you want to add, but we still keep the original bit of the song. You know, so if you listen to the song, the original song, and you listen to the live, or you watch the live version, there's a little difference in arrangements in there, and then there's a little bit of the lyrics were twisted here and there, so that people can actually love the live version. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Okay. So maybe you're just salivating about the tune. I know that we played it earlier. Maybe you missed it. So I'm just going to drop it once more. That is his newest tune. Atiyah Donko, people say.
You like Atiyah? You like Atiyah?
That's what I ask you right here. Sometimes for me,
balance that. Nice.
So let's check it out. Atiyah by Epixode. We're back shortly. So for those of you who do not understand Atiyah, please, I'll be getting calls. What is the meaning of Atiyah? Atiyah means slim things. You understand? Chingalinge.
Yes.
Okay. Chingalinge. No idea.
I don't good there.
That's why it's Atiyah. So that is Jennifer is Atiyah. Hey, I don't think so. Jennifer can be.
Jennifer is Atiyah +1.
Atiyah +1.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, we know that. I mean, for those of us who followed you for a long time, we know that you're one of the artists that go out of this country.
Yeah.
You perform a lot outside the country.
Yeah.
But somehow people may not be looking at it because I don't know maybe you don't put it out too much for everybody to know that this and this is what is happening. How do you feel about, talks about our artists need to go out, they need to, like this Atiyah song, if
Yeah.
a day Jamaica somewhere, they try push them.
I think over the years, the focus has always been artists from this side. Focus has always been in just few places. You know, the regular artist from Ghana wants to be play in America, and want to play in London.
Yeah.
You get me? But I always say this: I would rather want to headline a show at Togo Stadium rather than go and play in a Ghanaian club in US. No disrespect. You know, you'd happen to just play for a Ghanaian community who love you, who know you. But then if you want to project, you're looking at a longevity of an artist, you're looking at how to touch different spaces, which is not regular to the Ghanaian market. There are spaces where we've not even thought of. Just like I said, Togo. You get what I mean? Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania. And arguably, I think Tanzania has got one of the biggest market.
Yeah.
Music market.
One of the
world.
biggest artists in Africa.
Exactly. The biggest, actually.
The biggest, actually.
You know?
Yeah.
And even to have him sign younger artists whose numbers still match up with our best artists from this side, it should tell you that these people, if they were lucky enough to be singing a universal language like we do, they would have gabbed us like 10 times.
Okay.
You know? Because, example, Mboso is actually signed to Diamond Platinum.
Okay.
Right?
I think he just featured him on a new joint here.
Yes,
something.
Mboso.
Yeah.
Mboso's numbers on YouTube should be like a 2 million subscribers, which is equal to Wizkid. Right. You have Zuchu. Zuchu is also signed to Diamond. She also has same numbers. Diamond has 9 million. So imagine these guys were, they've got to understand their market well to be able to push it to the world, even though they don't speak English. So for me as an artist from this side, when I hear talks like that, and I'm somebody who takes risks, I can just wake up one day, like all these countries that I've gone and they made a name for myself, I didn't go because I was invited. I just pick up my bag and just go. Just get links from few friends. Yo, I want to come. How do I do it? Just go. And then living there, you're able to get something in return. My first trip to Kenya was just go there, go study stuff. The next time I was invited to Kenya, I was going to be a curtain raiser for Itana, a Grammy Award-winning artist. So I feel like artists from this side need to also look in different spaces. The focus is so much on, I want to go to America, I want to go to France, I want to go to UK.
Isn't that where, seemingly the market will be? Because
yes, but then again, same way, that's what I'm saying. You can equally stage shows in Africa and make those numbers as well. Because trust me, like, one of the biggest reggae markets in Africa is Kenya. It's not even dancehall. Kenya, they have reggae. I think this week, Tarrus Riley is in Kenya, playing in Kenya. Tarrus Riley hasn't been to Ghana before, but he has played in Kenya more than 3 times. You have artists like Roman Virgo, who I doubt Ghanaian artists know him. But he'll be booked in Kenya to play. So for me, yes, we all want to be, abroad. We want to enter the Chris Brown spaces and all those things. But we still have untapped markets in Africa that I feel like artists need to actually, move and then do collaborations with artists there. You get me?
Why is Atiyah not in English?
You can. I don't think it will sound good. Some slim girl want to take. No, it won't sound good.
Okay, I get that drift because the conversations have been. You do reggae dance, and sometimes you're able to
Afrobeat,
get into other ones also. For now, the Afrobeat jams that we can say Ghanaian jams that are making the waves, the artists have had to tweak it a little bit, do more English, more pidgin, so that they can get into our nearest market, would be Nigeria.
Yes.
And then it can explode from that side.
That's fine. That's business-wise. That's all right. But then again, are we staying original? That's the question.
What is originality to you?
To me, I want to sound like Epixode. I don't want somebody to listen to my record and go like, they sound like some Nigerian but it be Epixode. You get what I mean? If it happens like that, Nigerians always get to take the credit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So not to say that it's not good. That's why I said business-wise, it's all right. But then again, we can still sound good in our native tongues. Because you will hear a flavor song, which is not even in English, but you will still love it. You know, it goes beyond just trying to tap into these spaces. Now we have, I think we even have digital strategies or trying to play songs to enter different, kind of platforms and spaces. But if artists from this side, like Nigeria, you have Fino. Fino doesn't, he's a rapper. You'd not want to force Sarkodie to rap in English before he becomes the best in Africa. You have the Calligraph Jones doing Kiswahili and all those things. But then they are recognized around the world. So for me, it's all right. But then again, coming back, the prayer is always to find these artists, release bigger records after that. That is the fear. That is the sad part of it. And that's the truth, the hardest truth I can sit here and not lie about. That if we're able to channel energies into this thing, okay, find strategies to make it work and sound like Nigerians before we enter some spaces. After that, what do we have to do? You get what I mean? Because each time Nigerians are growing, each year they introduce new artists into the scene. So it's not only about trying to sound like them, but you would have a new artist like Fireboy pop up and bring a whole different style, even though he's speaking pidgin. So if you are trying to be the next Fireboy from Ghana just to blow into the market, after that, if Fireboy is not relevant anymore and another artist pops up, are you still going to still be chasing after these things? We should just be original.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
I get that bit. But Epixode, are you signed onto a label or you doing things on your own?
No, I've been an independent artist.
You love it on your own?
Yes and no. Yes, because I love to experiment with my creative love experiment my creative space. What I'm trying to say is, most of the time labels come and then they try to change you, the artist, way of writing, because they are businessmen. They're trying to see how they'll get monies and also make you reach the goals where you want to reach. But then again, looking at the artistic point of view, I also want to keep that original thing that made Epixode like 5 years ago before you got convinced to come sign me. And then again, I've built this thing to a level where I don't want to enter anything that is going to be a problem. Which, trust me, I've had countless labels approaches.
What has been the major problem? You've talked about the change.
Yes. I think another thing too is, most of the time, artists, we don't get to understand these things before we sign. I've been an experience. I've had an experience with it. 2016, I signed a deadly contract, which took 3 years of my time. But then again, it made me learn like so many things. It's not our fault. Upcoming artists sometimes don't have the funds to employ a legal practitioner, before they enter into contracts like that. But then again, if the label is not ready to, the question is, okay, I want to sign you. I've given you a deal. You can read it, but I think it will take a legal practitioner in the entertainment space to tell you that this and this is not right.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's hard. It's hard for me to always stay calm and watch these things because I have done a lot. So before we have an agreement, I think it has to be fair. It has to be a win-win thing. I can't just sign a contract because of maybe you're giving me a car or you're giving me a house, and 10 years I'll still have to be paying for debts that, you put in a contract that's irrecoverable and all that. It doesn't make sense.
There was a program last week, the VGMA Summit.
Yeah.
A lot of artists were there. I was there.
No, I wasn't there. Because
sometimes you feel like you're tired of hearing, we're meeting every time, trying to sort our industry out.
Yes, I'm too tired. I think yes, they've done a good job trying to educate us on the business side of the show, which sometimes the showbiz, you get what I mean. But then again, is it in practice? That's the thing, because you're putting people together to come and learn, but you go back and then the same thing is happening. You get me? There's no disrespect to VGMAs. They're putting together a very good thing and it's good for the upcomers. But I think there's much more to be done. There has to be people educated. We have to educate people in the space to actually run the music business, how it's going around the world now. It has really changed from back then when it was just CDs and all this. Right now, it's a whole different thing. So if we're having to match up with likes of the Nigerians or the Sony Musics and the Essays and all these artists globally, then I think all those mechanisms that is helping them enter different levels need to be applied here as well. And it would only take young brains to go and then actually study to make these systems work.
What don't you like about our industry?
The fact that we don't have a united front. We artists, personally, I'm not taking myself out. We don't love ourselves enough. And then I think that's the biggest problem. We can't keep comparing ourselves to Nigerians when we not love ourselves. You see, I like we've seen Last Mid come up just this month, and it's crazy, and we're all supporting. But then again, the only thing now people are actually thinking of is, okay, we're waiting to see what he says in his next interview, and then we can just caption and take the negative out just to make a blog trend. You understand what I'm saying? If we use that energy, like comparing the energies we use in supporting negative things, if we can use just a quarter of it to promote positive things from this side, I think we'll be all right. And we, the artists, just need to support ourselves. If this artist is, the new kid, I don't know how Nigerians do it. I'm not comparing Nigerians to Ghanaians still. But if you would see that anytime there's a new artist, like, pops up, I don't know how they do it. All the artists, the A-list artists trending, slow their game for these artists to actually move for some time before they come back. I don't know if it's a plan.
Okay.
But if we, the younger ones coming, should have that united front that I can pick up a phone and say, yo, Last Minute, big up yourself and push, go, we're supporting. Or I can pick up a phone and call, yo, bro, I beg, post my thing. And he posted, and when it's his turn, I can also do same. I think we will change it a bit from how it used to be.
I think that's come up a couple of times, that even sometimes when you feature an artist, you've got to beg that, yo, you've got to post. There's an experience with that one. So, with that reaction, I know what it is. You're still watching Entertainment Trivia here on Metro Television, and Epixode is my guest this afternoon. We've got a few minutes to wrap up. We're still live on Facebook at Metro TV Ghana. We'll talk about Atiyah, what he's got in store for that the project, and other things that he has been working on. We're talking industry stuff. It's very important to me. Last week we were talking about the Creative Arts Agency, and sometimes you see
what's that though? Creative Arts Agency.
Oh, the Creative Arts Agency. Okay, so that is actually the agency under the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture that is supposed to look after the creative arts.
Wow.
But the interesting thing is that there is a CEO, or there's supposed to be a leader, which there is, but there's no board. And so these are some of the things that we really want to talk about for our industry today, because
I think we all need to applaud ourselves individually. From your point of view, from where your stand is, from the artist stand, that we've been able individually try to push ourselves to match up to the world standard. You get what I mean? Example, Wale's feature with Beyonce is an individual effort.
Yeah.
But then again, Ghana gets the benefit. Stonebwoy entering, Rocky Downey entering Grammys and all those things. It's an individual effort, but then everybody gets to. So I don't really pay attention to this music and this.
Why don't you? You're part. I mean, your money goes to Gamro.
I get what you're saying, but then over the years, has it really changed? If it has to change, we have to get new brains. Not to say that all the people, they don't have brains, but just like I'm saying, maybe their era, it was despite going to buy CDs at despite or cassette at despite. So everything has changed, from distribution to marketing to even production has changed. So there are new kings, new young brains who are pulling crazy plugs and crazy numbers. So if these big guys are there, it's fair to employ young ones and then also let them fit that space, because we're growing and there's going to be a new one, a new generation coming up. You get me? So that fight for always music and that and that and that and that, bro, it's sad that if you have to travel as a musician, having a music card, you still have to go pay for a letter from music. So why would I still want to focus on that or push my energy with that when I can individually do it for myself and get success?
So individually, I get your point that artists should be proud of themselves or what they're doing, irrespective of the
exactly, bro. We've tried
the mess of an industry that we have here. Episode. I look at you as an artistic person. Everybody knows that. How difficult is it for you as such a person that you're so creative and artistic in the sense that you're putting out music, you're doing this. Do you get to like, no, this is not nice. Let me change it. Then you do it over again.
I think I always have that thing. And one thing I find it difficult is for me to create a piece and for somebody to tell me to change something. That's so I don't really work for people like that. I don't work for people based on commissions.
I don't see on features though.
Yes. Yeah. So for me, it's just a love of the thing. Wake up and then I just feel like I want to paint one of my walls. I just buy paint what just spot my wall. It be my wall. I just do them. If I wake up and I just want to do music because I feel like everybody is singing about clubs and I want to sing about Nkrumah, I do it. So it's personally the mindset, the kind of legacy man wants to leave. 10 years from today, what can I be remembered for? And that is what keeps me in this kind of space where I don't get to mingle with everybody. And
at this point, it's all about Atiyah.
Yes.
It's out now. What's the plan?
Now the live version featuring Lipstick Band is out. Be on the lookout for the official video. But until we release the official video, we're going to get like 5 more versions of Atiyah featuring different artists.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Nice.
Yes. So that's what we're working on. You'll be getting the visuals. And I don't want to put names out, but they're going to be big names and then different genres. It wouldn't be reggae.
Okay.
Yes. So just be on the lookout and watch out for the official video. It's going to be crazy.
I mean, I just have a crazy idea how you can promote this. Maybe you could, have different bands having to try
exactly. That's the plan.
Yeah,
that's what we did with Lipstick Band. So different bands are playing theirs. We're yet to record it with different arrangements.
Okay.
So yeah, just be on the lookout.
Okay. And of course, you're on promo. Trying to push.
Yeah, being on the road.
You are not using TikTok.
No. I don't think it's a song that can trend on
TikTok.
Yeah.
But are you there? Are you on TikTok?
I have a page there, but I don't really follow it.
We're wrapping up episode. It's always great talking to you.
Thanks.
Your fans out there. Do you have a name for them?
Very good bad boys.
Very good. Okay. So please talk to them.
Yeah. Yes, all I want to say is thank you. Big up everybody who has followed the brand episode from day one to now. If you're a new member, you're welcome to the fellowship. Big up yourself, bro. You've been a brother behind.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. And Atiyah is out on all the digital platforms. Social media handle is Epixode Music. Just go check it out.
Okay, so that's how we wrap it up. I want to say happy birthday to Sophia Ishan Elliott. This is from your husband, and you're with Ecobank Osu, Oxford Street. Happy birthday to you. And also to Tingrid Kojo Ajekum. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday. And to Gabby Official, also, Episodes Manager wants a shout out. Please take your... Excellent. Big shout out to you and to the whole team. We are back tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. right here on Metro Television. It's Atiyah. Enjoy the rest of our programs. Bye-bye. I'm Desi Fading, the Starboy. I'm out.